Alright, let's get one thing straight. Dalmatians are weird. They're spotted like a cow, they run like they've had 3 espressos, and they smile at you like they just told the funniest joke ever. But have you ever stopped to ask, why do these dogs even exist? Like, who looked at a dog and said, you know what this needs? More spots, and the ability to outrun a horse. Well, my friend, buckle up, because the history of Dalmatians is wild. 1. The mystery of the spotted dog. No one knows exactly where Dalmatians came from. That's right, they just kind of showed up. Like, hey, we're here, we have spots, and we're ready to run. Let's go. There are paintings and writings that suggest spotted dogs like Dalmatians have been around for thousands of years. Some say they came from Egypt, where ancient pharaohs wanted dogs that could run alongside their chariots. Because, having a golden tomb and a pyramid wasn't flashy enough. Others think they came from Croatia, specifically the Dalmatian coast, hence the name. But the truth is, no one really knows. All we know is that these dogs were bred to run. They were tough as nails, and somewhere along the way, people figured out they were really good at a bunch of crazy jobs. 2. Dalmatians, the original security system. Back in the day, if you were rich, you had a horse-drawn carriage. And if you had a carriage, you needed protection. Enter the Dalmatian. These dogs were bred to run next to carriages, keeping up with the horses like 4-legged bodyguards. And trust me, nobody messed with a Dalmatian. They weren't just fast, they were smart, loyal, and had a serious attitude. If a thief even thought about messing with your ride, boom, Dalmatian mode activated. And let me tell you, getting chased by an angry Dalmatian at full speed is not how you want to end your night. 3. The Firehouse mascot, aka the dog that ran into burning buildings. Now, here's where Dalmatians really made a name for themselves. You ever wonder why they're firehouse dogs? Well, back before fire trucks had sirens, flashing lights, and 600 horsepower, firefighters relied on horse-drawn fire wagons. But horses have one tiny problem: they're terrified of fire. Not great when your job is running straight into one. So, firefighters needed a dog that could keep the horses calm, clear the streets of people and other animals, run at full speed next to a speeding fire wagon, then turn around and guard the firehouse like a boss. And guess who was perfect for the job? That's right, Dalmatians. These dogs didn't just keep up with the fire wagons, they loved it. While other dogs were like, fire, no thanks. Dalmatians were like, let's go. And when the fire was out, they'd stand guard at the station, making sure no one messed with the equipment or tried to steal the horses. Seriously, these dogs took their jobs more seriously than most people take their careers. 4. Circus dogs, war dogs, and everything in between. Now, if you think Dalmatians were just firehouse dogs, think again. These spotted speed machines were everywhere. Circus dogs, they were natural performers. Smart, agile, and flashy. Basically the dog version of a Vegas act. War dogs, that's right. People actually used Dalmatians in battle to carry messages, run supplies, and scare the pants off enemies. Hunting dogs, they might not be Labrador-level retrievers, but Dalmatians could track, chase, and help hunters like pros. Loyal companions, because, of course, kings, queens, and nobility loved showing off these unique dogs. Guard dogs, don't let the goofy smile fool you. If a Dalmatian doesn't like you, you're gonna know about it. Basically, if there was a job that required intelligence, speed, and attitude, Dalmatians were on it. 5. The Dalmatian dilemma: why they're rare today. So, if Dalmatians were so amazing, why don't we see them everywhere today? Well, here's the thing. These dogs aren't for everyone. They have energy levels that make hyperactive toddlers look lazy. They need to run. They need to be challenged. They need a job. If you don't give them one, they'll create their own. And trust me, you don't want a Dalmatian making its own job. Because that job might be redecorating your couch with its teeth, turning your backyard into a Dalmatian-sized racetrack, barking at everything, forever. So, as life got more modern and people wanted lapdogs instead of work dogs, Dalmatians started becoming less common. They're not a sit-on-the-couch all-day kind of dog. They're a wake up at 5 a.m. and train for a marathon kind of dog. And let's be honest, most people are not built for that life. Final thoughts. Why were Dalmatians bred? Dalmatians weren't just bred to be pets, they were bred to be partners. They were the original bodyguards, firefighters, circus stars, messengers, running machines. They're smart, loyal, and fearless. But they're also wild, high energy, and a little bit nuts. So if you ever see a Dalmatian and wonder, why do these dogs exist? Just remember, they're here because someone, thousands of years ago, decided that a dog wasn't good enough unless it could also run a marathon, guard a castle, and smile at you like a car salesman. And honestly, that makes them one of the coolest dogs in history.